Darling, darling, I cannot go on without you.
You know that I love you, but my wife, I cannot leave her now. Now that she has been diagnosed with inoperable brain. And my son, Bradley Jr., he would need to be his father more now.
Oh, Brad, Brad, I have needs too. What about my needs? I was going to wait to tell you something wonderful. Wait until we had our romantic getaway next week, but
I must leave now, and we must never see each other again. How my heart is breaking. I can never hold you, never make love to you again. Oh.
I have to tell you. I must tell you now.
Priscilla! Priscilla! Where are you? Where are you? It's time for my hot tea. Don't tell me you're watching that dreadful soap opera again. I've told you over and over and over. That trash ruins your mind and promotes loose behavior. Loose behavior! I don't feel very well. I didn't sleep a wink last night. Come here. I need you to help me with my seat. My left knee is giving me a problem this morning. I don't know why.
Where is your cane, Aunt Margaret?
Oh, too tight. Now, I'll probably have another bruise to show to Dr. Jack when I see him. He's always asking me about my bruises, how I got them. Probably wants to know who gave me my bruises. Oh, don't go so fast. I told you that my arthritis is acting up today. Oh, dear. Well, don't walk away so fast. I need help fixing my pillow. I can't do it myself. My left shoulder, I must have hurt it somehow. Reaching up into the closet to get that box of pictures down off the closet shelf.
Well, if you hurt yourself, you only have yourself to blame. I told you I'd come help you, but you wouldn't even wait 15 minutes.
Maybe I should call the orthopedist. I may have done some real damage. A rotor cuff injury, maybe? Oh, what do you think? What do you think is wrong?
Well, it's not called a rotor cuff. It's called a rotator cuff. But I just think your bones are old, Aunt Margaret.
I think it's because someone put the box of pictures too far back on the closet shelf.
I put them exactly where you told me to, Aunt Margaret. Here, how's this?
That's better. So much better. Now, go get me my hot tea. If I take it too late, my bowel program will be out of saddle. I told you about my bowel problems lately. I have to strain and strain.
Yes, Aunt Margaret, you told me. Yesterday and this morning.
Well, Dr. Oz on TV says too much straining puts real stress on your heart. And my heart is not as strong as it used to be. I tell you, I could fall over dead any moment.
I should be so lucky.
What's that? Oh, what's that you said? I guess my hearing isn't as good as it used to be either. Speak up. Don't mumble. You're always mumbling. They say talking to oneself is a sign of a weak and devious mind. Well, never mind getting my tea. I'll get it myself. Oh, even though my right knee is weak, I'll get it myself. Arthritis is terrible, and I haven't been sleeping well for a while, but don't bother with me. I'll get it myself. Now, where is my cane?
No, Aunt Margaret, I'll get your tea. But I thought it was your other knee. I'll get your tea, Aunt Margaret.
Oh, just a moment. Don't make it as hot as you did yesterday. And I also would like some of those crackers with some cheese sliced real good.
You know, Aunt Margaret, if you didn't drink so much tea and eat so much cheese, maybe your bowels would work better and your disposition would be a little better too.
Don't get snippy with me. Where are you going?
To get your tea and your cheese and your crackers.
Wait. I want some tea, but I want some of that blackberry tea that nice young girl from next door, Susie, brought over the other day. Such a polite girl, nice looking too. I am sure she won't grow up to be frumpy like some other people.
Are you calling me frumpy? It's a lot out of me taking care of you. I don't know why, I just don't believe.
Well, there is that little matter of the money I loaned to you for school. Money that I was going to use on my vacation to Hawaii. I never could afford another vacation because I loaned you my vacation money and you never paid me back.
It's not my fault I couldn't find a job after I graduated. Who would have thought there'd be so few jobs for library technicians? And anyways, you have plenty of money, Aunt Margaret. The reason why you never went on that vacation is because you broke your hip. You never quite recovered from that. Maybe if you hadn't been pole dancing.
You should have taken a 4-year program instead of a 9-month one. Or at least some classes that would have qualified you for something. Why, in my day, we actually did...
Pole dancing, Aunt Margaret! You're pole dancing!
Well,
What were you thinking?
I got caught up in the moment.
You got caught up in something.
It was supposed to be male stripper night. Oh, I would have loved that. Milestone birthday, male strippers on the menu. Ooh.
72 is not a milestone birthday. Maybe 70 or 75, but not 72. And you should know that I am more qualified than to be your companion and housekeeper. Every time I got a good job, you'd get another procedure scheduled. Orthoscopic surgery on one knee and then the other, and then a bunion surgery on one foot and then the other. And who had to take care of you? Me. After a while, my work history was such a mess, nobody would hire me. And I don't want to hear about what it was like in your day. I've heard it enough.
Why didn't you meet a nice young man and get married if you wanted to leave so badly?
It's not that simple, Aunt Margaret.
Yeah, you should have put yourself out there, marketed yourself, found romance. Although I don't think there's a romantic bone in your body.
Find romance. Well, that's enough of that. And besides, if I were to find romance and become part of a relationship, I'd probably just trade one master for another and wait on him hand and foot. Blackberry tea, crackers and cheese.
Come back. Changed my mind. I'm not going to have any crackers and cheese. I have no appetite lately. Can't seem to want to eat a thing. So instead of the crackers and cheese, I'll have some of those lemon cream filled cookies and some chocolate covered graham crackers.
Blackberry tea, lemon cream filled cookies, chocolate covered graham crackers. I'll have them right up for you, ma'am.
I have to keep my strength up. I haven't eaten for days.
I guess that lasagna I made last night is a figment of both of our imaginations.
And some peanuts.
What do you mean? What do you say?
I'm telling you, I'm pregnant. Oh, Brad.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? How can you be pregnant?
Well, if you don't know how she got pregnant, I have a how-to book you can borrow.
It's your baby. It's our baby.
But it can't be my baby. I had a vasectomy last year.
Not Brad's baby, then who?
Well, then it must be.
I can't find those lemon cream filled cookies. Did you eat them all last night when you snuck off into the kitchen after you thought I'd go to sleep?
Then the baby's father must be.
Come on. Whose baby is it?
What are you watching? You know those soap operas can lead to loose behavior.
I wouldn't waste my time watching something like that. I was watching the local news. Put my tea down right there.
The local news doesn't come on for another hour, Aunt Margaret. I think you're telling stories.
I am not telling a story. I was looking at the local news. I'm going to be seeing my attorney this afternoon. He's coming at 12:30. Mr. Barrett, I want to discuss my will. We haven't seen each other in quite some time, and I think it's about time we did. I might just want to make some changes. Yes, indeed. Might want to make some changes.
Like I haven't heard that one before. You're repeating yourself. Is your memory going?
Just make sure you put all those boxes back where they belong. I know where each and every one is. And where are my cookies?
Your memory is going. You ate them.
Nothing is going wrong with my mind. I remember everything. My mind is as sharp as a tack. Why are you being so mean to me? You should be grateful living here all these years. Living here free.
Taking care of you, waiting on you hand and foot, doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, not to mention fluffing your pillows.
You know, with a marginal amount of confidence. Well, where are the peanuts? My memory is not going. I distinctly remember telling you to bring me some peanuts. Where are they?
Your memory is going.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
You ate them.
I did not. Well, maybe I did. Put them on the list with the lemon cream-filled cookies and something for my bowels.
Aunt Margaret, you have to keep your own list. That's the only way I can make sure that you get everything that you need.
I can remember the name of that bowel medication. Oh, and I need some bandages for my toes.
Aunt Margaret, where did you put your list?
Not the generic kind. They don't stay where you put them. They slide all over the place.
Aunt Margaret, why won't you just let me go through all this mail and throw most of it away? There's like 50 crematorium advertisements and all the hearing aid specialists. Where were you when you started your list? You think you could have carried it into the kitchen?
Inferior product. Not as cheap in the long run. Use twice as many because they don't stay in place.
Aunt Margaret, concentrate. Where did you put your list?
And size is important too. The last time you bought them, they were the wrong size. My toes are not the size of kielbasa sausages.
Aunt Margaret.
Well, maybe the size of those cute little cocktail drinks.
Oh my.
Oh, and some Tums. I am running out of Tums. Well, I'm almost out of them. You know, I do have heartburn, and it seems to be getting worse lately. It's stress. Dr. Oz has talked about it on his program.
I don't want to revisit your bowel problem, Aunt Margaret.
Maybe I should see a cardiologist. I have been having funny feelings in my chest lately. Do you think there could be something wrong with my heart?
And Margaret, you already see so many doctors. You see your internist and your gastroenterologist and your chiropractor and your allergist. You see so many doctors, Aunt Margaret. But right now we need to find your list.
I don't know where it is. You must have moved it. Where did you put the list?
You know what, Aunt Margaret? I don't think you get enough exercise. Why don't you take a walk around the block? It will help you sleep, clear your mind.
Yes, but will it clear my bowels?
Get some exercise, Aunt Margaret.
Carnivores.
What?
Carnivores.
What are you talking about?
Wild dogs, traveling by themselves. Never know when one is going to attack you.
Aunt Margaret, what are you talking about?
Dogs, traveling in packs. Owners not caring at all about citizens with rights.
What dogs?
Citizens with the rights to walk nicely around the block. Leash laws ignored. Dogs doing their business wherever. Barking, biting, rabies.
Aunt Margaret, what about your dog? You let your dog go out and do its business wherever and bite whomever. What was the last count? Was it 4 or 5? Some people might call her a carnivore. And she chewed on one of my favorite pairs of shoes. They're expensive, too.
Oh, well, she only chewed on one of them. Oh, my darling Clementine, my little puppy. Oh, she would never, she would never. Well, where is she? Where is my precious puppy? What have you done with my puppy?
If you didn't have so many boxes and mail everywhere, it'd be easier to find her.
She always likes to be right here on the couch, right by my side. And she's not there. Oh, there you are, my sweet little Clementine.
You see, Aunt Margaret, you were getting upset about nothing. Take a few deep breaths. In and out, and in and out.
Oh, my little darling. Did that Priscilla put you where you don't like to be? Well, you have Mommy here now.
You know that dog's been dead for 2 years. It's weird to act like it's still alive.
Oh, my little baby. Do you think Mommy has toes like sausages? No. Mommy's toes are of normal size, aren't they?
You know, some people would say it's strange to have a dead pet stuffed and then talk to it like it's living. Besides, that dog doesn't even look like Clementine. It's got one brown eye and one blue eye.
I don't think I cut him from you.
Hi.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Hi, Gina. How are you doing? Great. Aunt Margaret's fine. Her lawyer is coming today at 12:30. Lunch? I would love lunch. Yeah, La Roca? Sounds great. I'll call you if I can't make it. All right, see you then. Bye.
Yeah.
Here's Gina. Is it all right if I go out to lunch? I'll wait till the lawyer arrives.
Oh, yes, Mr. Barrett. Oh, we had quite the thing between us a long time ago. Did I tell you about that? Oh, quite the thing. He was so handsome and distinguished and a real gentleman. He would never even touch a drop of alcohol. He always said a true gentleman didn't need liquor to have his feelings and thoughts dimmed by liquor. Oh, he was such a nice man. I'm going to be real happy when I see him again.
Whatever happened between the two of you? You never got married.
Oh, I don't know what happened. You know, we would run into each other in the drugstore or in the supermarket. And all those times could have been an accident. And then on Sundays in the church parking lot, he would walk me into the church and right up to my family's pew. And then after the service, he would walk me back to my car, always complimenting me on the flower I had in my hair and the dress I was wearing. You know, I think that I see him even now. You know what I mean? Out of the corner of my eye. But when I would look, really look, he wasn't there.
Did he ever ask you out on an actual date? Sounds a little coincidental to me.
Well, I would always talk about him to my parents, and he would talk, I'm sure, to his parents. And all those meetings, oh, they were so romantic. But then one day, he upped and married someone else. But I heard his marriage didn't last very long. Oh, only about 10, 20 years.
Did you ever see him after he got married or after the divorce?
Sometimes he'd come by, and he always did come to see my father and do some business. He'd opened a law firm by that time, but that was after I had left home and went to live out on my own.
So is it okay if I go to lunch? You don't need me for anything, do you?
He was so handsome. How long ago did I see him? I don't remember. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Well, it'd have to be at least 16 years. That's when I moved in here with you. Unless you've been seeing him behind my back. So was it all right?
Is what all right?
I brought time for Gina.
I don't know why you hang around with that girl. She is so selfish, and her behavior, well, unlike my bowels, is quite loose. She's never been very friendly to me either.
Well, Gina is my only friend. I've known her since high school. It's really hard to go out and meet new people when every time I leave the house you want to come with me.
All right, go ahead. And you don't have to wait until Mr. Barrett comes either.
Thank you, Aunt Margaret. I'll clean up the table so you can get some work
Oh,
done.
that's all right. I'll clean it. Don't you worry about it.
What are you going to do with all the stuff?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I'll take some of the boxes. I think I can get them into the closet if I angle it right.
And you just go and get yourself ready to have a good time. Mr. Barrett and I have a lot of catching up to do. So enjoy your luncheon with your friend. Just don't make it a liquid one like you did last time. Oh, yes. We have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, he was such a flirt. You don't think I look much older than I did the last time he saw me, do you? How long ago was that? I don't remember, but it's probably just a few years, Oh, Clementine, I think I'm going to have my hair colored the next time I go to the hairdresser. Oh, he was such a flirt, and I know he thought I was special. I think I smell the possibility of romance in the air. Oh.
Aunt Margaret, don't you think you're a little long in the tooth for a crush?
No one is too long in the tooth for romance. Besides, I've still got it. Boy, have I got it. What do you think this is? Chopped mutton?
I think this thing's chopped liver, and I think you're too old to have it, whatever it is. I don't think any woman over 40 should expect romance. Why don't you put your glasses back on and take another look in the mirror? Would you like me to make a cheese and cracker plate for you, Mr. Barrett? Stay out of the cooking, Sherry, or you might have a wild meeting. I've got some time before I go. Just want me to clean up some more? Silent treatment. I'm sorry, Aunt Margaret. I went too far. I was just joking around. All right. I'm gonna go to lunch.
Did you hear that, Clementine? What a snitch she is. Too old for romance, indeed. Well, we've got to get ready for our guest. I'll put out a plate of cheese and crackers, and I think I'll bring out that bottle of good scotch that I've been saving for special occasions. I know Mr. Barrett doesn't drink, but I might want a sip or two. Oh, where am I going to put all these boxes? Where? Oh, I know just where to put them. What a snitch she is. Too old for romance. Phooey. Now, I know just where I'm going to put these boxes, and I have to figure out what to wear. I think I'll wear my blue dress. It sets off my blue eyes, and Mr. Barrett was always partial to my blue eyes. Oh, too old for romance. Indeed. everything is just perfect.
Hi there.
Oh, it's you, Susie.
It's me. Mama baked these cookies and I thought I'd bring some home for you.
Shouldn't you be in school, dear?
It's teacher grade day. We had the day off.
Well, I'm expecting company, Susie, and this is not a good time for you to visit, honey.
I'm not going to stay long. Boy, you sure are pretty. But those your glasses? My grandma looks at glasses all the time. All I have to search for them. The bathroom, the kitchen, the bedroom. Most turn in her pocket. And look at this room. I can see top of the table. Where'd you throw those boxes of mail orders? Oh, I'm going to meet my friends for a mall crawl. I have $75 to spend and I'm going to buy probably a store from the store with great stuff. I'm related to the Popeyes, you know. I mean, like, they're so hot. Totally cool. That store has a t-shirt with a picture on it.
I'm expecting a visitor, sweetheart. Put your cookies on the table, and thank you for bringing them.
Oh, my friend says she got to meet from the Popeyes. I mean, that is so cool. Seriously, I wish I could meet them. I bet they have lots of girlfriends, though. Your flower's slipping.
Why don't you just go and have fun at the mall thing? I'm waiting for my guest.
Oh, my mom wanted to come with us. I mean, can you believe that? Like, that is so gross. I mean, she's just too old to hang out with us. That'd be like death.
Your mother's not old yet.
Well, not as old as you. I gotta go.
That child has more energy than anybody I know. But it was sweet of her to bring me those cookies.
Miss Kallen-Keck, I hope I'm not too late. I was detained by business. Oh, you know how it is when you're conducting business over a few drinks.
Oh, dear.
Perhaps not.
Why don't we not treat each other so formally, Harold? After all, we do know each other a very long time. And you know, there were times I actually felt you were here. I know that sounds silly, but I sometimes felt your presence. Well, let us go over to the couch and we can reminisce and talk about old times. How's your son, Harold Jr.? Sit by me.
I think there's been a mistake. My son's name is Michael. And my father, Harold Barrett Sr., well, he's dead. But that's not what I've come to talk to you about. I've come to talk to you about what's been going on the last few weeks. It seems that you've been making quite a few calls to my office demanding to speak to me. Well, we won't say demand. We'll say stridently requesting. Now, my secretary is perfectly capable of handling phone communications. And as yours required neither immediate action or legal advice, she couldn't understand why you called her well, that name.
Of course. I wanted to speak about my personal business with you, not with some uneducated office worker. They hire them right out of high school these days, honestly. And they gossip too. And I was sure that you wanted to handle my personal business yourself. Did she tell you she wouldn't put any one of my calls in directly to you?
I don't think you understand. My son's name is Michael, and my father's son is me.
Of course, I am sorry that your father has passed away, but that isn't such news because it happened so long ago.
I think we should get right down to business. What do you say? God knows I've got to get back to the bar. Bar! Then I get my hair cut. Oh, Miss Kallen-Keck, we lawyers and doctors, well, nobody makes house calls anymore. We prefer our clients to come see us. But on this special occasion, to make you happy and to keep my secretary from quitting, I've decided to meet you here now. For our purposes, this table will do admirably. It will do admirably. It will do fine. Whew, good bottle of scotch there.
Oh, I know you don't drink. But I thought I might have a sip, just a tiny sip. Wills are so emotional. Don't you think so?
Now, I think I will have that drink with you. Just a little taste, just a little. There we go, little sip. Oh, here we go there. Cheers. Now, as far as these changes to your will that you sent to my office is very unusual. Very unusual. I've never had anybody put such restrictions in a will before. Very unusual.
Very unusual, as you very well remember.
Miss Kallen-Keck.
Margaret.
No. Miss Kallen-Keck.
Margaret.
Please. Now, all I need is your hand on these signatures. Signature. All I need is your signature on these papers. Please.
Very well. We'll visit after I take care of this business.
Absolutely.
This boring business. You know, you still look very, very attractive, even after all these years. You don't think I'm too forward saying that to you, do you?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. I'm not Harold Barrett Sr.
Well, maybe I'll just look over these papers and I'll get this business out of the way and we'll visit afterwards. My niece won't be home for some hours. And so, while I look over these papers, why don't you have some of those cheese and crackers? Oh, and some of these cookies. I baked them myself this morning, just for you.
I don't think so, thank you.
Oh.
I think I will have one more little drink. Certainly has turned out to be the day for it.
Well, these changes are just what I wanted.
Excellent. Please sign on the last page and put the date we're in.
Why don't you sit on the couch while I sign them, and then we can... Mr. Barrett, for a man who doesn't drink, you certainly have put away an awful lot of scotch.
Well, it is very good scotch. It certainly has turned out to be the day for it.
He isn't the man I remember.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm not the man you remember. I'm not my father. Thank you.
All signed.
Good.
Now we can have that visit.
Of
We'll
course.
just sit down on the couch and
Uh,
we'll be right over.
Yes.
And we can be cozy.
What the hell did I sit on?
Oh, you sat on my dog!
Oh my God! I sat on your dog? It's not breathing! Did I kill it?
Well, it's dead.
Oh my God! I sat on your dog and I killed it! No, no, come over here! It's too oh my God! Oh, I sat on your dog! It's okay. I can't stand this anymore. I've got to go. I've got to go. My stomach can't stand this. My nerves can't stand this. My son will call you, and your niece can help you dispose of the dead animal. Oh my God! I can't believe I sat on your dog and I killed it. I'm a doggy murderer. No!
My poor baby. Look what happened to you. Mr. Barrett is not the man I remember him being. I'll put your tail back on before I clean up. My poor Clementine. But now, you're put back together again. Again.
Oh, Gina! I think 2 Margarita Tuesday is my favorite day. Oh, man, when you were hitting on that waiter.
I know.
How old do you think he was? 25?
Oh, I'd say closer to 20.
You're a cougar, Gina.
Hey, gotta look at this place. There's no boxes or mail anywhere.
She cleaned it up for the lawyer.
Ah, hey, I wonder how that meeting went with her attorney. She wouldn't really cut you out of her will, would she?
I wouldn't put it past her. She can really be an old witch sometimes. She's always complaining about her aches and pains, imaginary illnesses. You know what she is? She's a crow. Where's my tea? Fluff my pillow! Peanuts, peanuts! Ah! Oh, and today she told me about the romance that she wanted to have with the lawyer. How silly is that?
No. She's sleeping.
You think she could hear me?
Come with me.
Aunt Margaret! She's out like a light, dead to the world.
No wonder. Oh, and it's good scotch, too. Hey, only one glass? So, you think it was the attorney or Aunt Margaret?
Well, he would have to be Aunt Margaret. She told me the lawyer didn't drink.
Oh.
I know where she was hiding that. It was underneath the bathroom counter in an old Kotex box behind the toilet bowl cleanser.
Wait a minute. You would know this because...
I look.
Well, she sure did put a dent in this bottle. So, tell me, do you spy on old Aunt Margaret much?
Well, there's really not a whole lot to do around here.
Well, what else does she hide? Besides her hooch, that is.
Romance novels.
Oh.
She hides them under her mattress, behind the toilet. I found one in a Cheerios box once, and they're explicit.
Ooh, my. Who'd have known that dear old Aunt Margaret had a dark side? Reading pornography.
No, I wouldn't call it pornography exactly, but there's definitely some heavy breathing and heavy petting and pirates.
Oh, 50 Shades of Gross. You know, she doesn't look too comfortable. Maybe we should prop her up or something.
That's a good idea.
I'll get this side.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Clementine. Ta-da! Perfect.
Perfect.
Look at that bee. Right. Well, you know, if Margaret's gonna drink that much, she's gotta deal with the neighbors seeing her. Oh, hi, Susie. What can I do for you?
Hi there. Hi, Gina. Oh, you sure do look pretty. What a blouse. Oh, I was at my friend's dinner, but guess what happened? Guess what happened? Ernst Summers is totally up boy in school. He's older than I am. By 10 months. Oh, hi there, Margaret. Didn't see you there. Did you enjoy the cookies? My mom said I had to come and get the cookies. Well, I was supposed to leave the plate, just the cookies. Is she okay? Are you okay? She looks sort of gray. Looks sort of gray. Your flower's still slipping. Want me to fix it? No? Okay. So, I was talking about Martin. He's totally up on my class. He said when he was old enough to drive, he'd take me for a ride with him, and that is so cool. Seriously. Well, I gotta go. I have homework. A day after school and still have homework, and it's math. I totally suck at math.
Hey, Dudettes. Hi, Aunt Margaret. Saw your car outside, Gina. Thought I'd come by and say hi. I haven't seen you around for a while. I called, left messages in your voicemail, but I never heard back. Guess you've been pretty busy. Maybe I didn't leave a call back. Yeah, that must be it.
Tony, what if I told you about waiting till someone answers the door before you walk in?
That's all right. I wouldn't want to put you out any. Hey, cheese and crackers. Little weenies. Booze!
All right, cheese, crackers, weenies, yes. Booze, no. I'm gonna put this away. Keep an eye out for you-know-who.
Gotcha.
Go cookies.
I can't believe this!
Chris, what is it? What's wrong?
Oh, Margaret!
What are you doing?
Margaret, I'm gonna kill you! All the boxes and mail all over my bed, all over my room.
Wow, that's harsh, man. On your bed. Man, that's harsh. And Margaret, that's just real harsh.
Shut up, Tony.
Oh, I get you. This is just between you two. No need for anyone else to be involved. So, Gina, I'm gonna be in a play. Well, I have to audition for a part, but I know I'll get something. I mean, who wouldn't love me, right? But I need your advice. Which move do you think I should go with? Sexy or dangerous?
Either one is awesome. Why would it matter?
Yeah, Margaret?
I want to get a real kick-ass part. You see, they took this Shakespeare play and they put it in Today Times. Really edgy stuff, you know what I mean?
Can I come watch your act tonight? That'd be so cool.
Yeah, sure, bring your friends. You can come too, Priscilla, and you too, Aunt Margaret. I would have a free ticket waiting for you two at the office box. Or I could drop one by your apartment.
I think it's time for you to go home, Tony. We're having a not-so-small crisis here.
Say, Gina, do you know what Tony spelled backwards is? Why not? You get it? Why not?
Why not what?
Just why not? As in, why not go out with me, baby? You could have a real good time.
Mario said he'd be driving you guys' driver's license. Oh, I am. That's Mario's name, so backwards. And Gina, your name will be a Nig.
I think that's enough now, Susie.
I gotta go. And Margaret, you're tipping again. Your flower's still slipping. Gina, look at Margaret, the flower. So does he know how to fix it?
Goodbye, Priscilla, and Margaret, Gina, Tony. I'll see you later. Wait, my dad's name is Bob. So backwards. Hey, Bob!
I'm not cleaning up the mess in my bedroom.
Chris, she's just too sloshed. Go home, Tony. Now let's just have a little drink, just a little drink, and everything will be better.
I think a drink's a good idea. Do you have a bud in the fridge, Priscilla?
Whoa, and Margaret, you do not look good.
She doesn't look good. Go home, Tony. Home, Tony. Home, Tony. Here, Tony. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Go home.
Well, I can see you've got this family thing here. I'm sensitive that way. A manly man, but sensitive.
Go home, Tony. Now.
If you want me to drop off a ticket for the play, you can just give me a ring. Ask Priscilla for my number.
That boy is the poster child for birth control.
And Margaret? She is going to have a hangover from hell. I know what you should do. Get a dish towel and fill it with ice. I want it so cold it wakes the dead.
I think you need to just let her sleep it off. From the looks of this bottle, she put down an awful lot of scotch. Boy, Max, you look like death warmed over.
Kallen-Keck residence, Priscilla speaking. Oh, hi. Weren't you here earlier today? Oh, you're Michael Barrett. Harold Barrett Jr.'s son. I see. I thought Harold Barrett Sr. was Aunt Margaret's lawyer. Oh, he's died. I'm sorry. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Barrett. Michael, I can call you Michael if you want me to. Oh, wait, Mr. Barrett. I mean, Michael, but that dog has been dead for 2 years. He's laughing.
Oh,
It's the lawyer's son. How's Aunt Margaret doing?
I don't know. She's pretty dead weight. I think I'm going to need some help.
Oh, all right, all right. I'm sorry, Mr. Barrett. I mean, Michael, but I have some things I need to deal with here. But tell your father not to worry. That dog has been dead. All right, well, that's pretty interesting. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So let me get this straight. You didn't tell him that the dead dog was already dead?
No, and apparently he's not going to tell him.
I don't know. Something doesn't look right here.
You're right, she doesn't look good.
Let's sit her up a little. Oh, I know. Oh.
Gina.
Oh my God. She's not breathing.
She's dead.
Oh my God.
She's really dead.
Impossible. When did this happen? When did you two get together? Behind my back.
It was just one of those things.
That was my brother, for God's sake, my brother.
As if you weren't already planning to cast me aside like a used tube of toothpaste.
But my brother.
I didn't know he was your brother.
But you knew he was a priest.
lovely viewing and service, Pris. Do you want any of these sandwiches? Oh, the bread's kind of dry. Ew! Oh! Egg salad. Have I never told you my egg salad story? Oh, when I was 12 years old, we had our family annual reunion, and my Aunt Mary decided to bring her world-famous egg salad. What she forgot to bring, however, was appropriate refrigeration. So later that afternoon, when the guns started for the start of the three-legged race, we all ran. We all ran, but not for the finish line. Now, I'm going to spare you all the gory details, but I spent the next several hours stuck in a porta potty, one leg tied to creepy Uncle Al. Yeah, creepy Uncle Al. And so, after many years of therapy later, I still cannot stand the smell or sight of egg salad. Well, I guess the same thing holds true for creepy Uncle Al, but I only have to see him one time a year.
Gina, hardly anybody came. She used to have so many friends, but hardly anybody came.
Oh, honey, I gather that a lot of her friends have, probably already passed on by now. And those that haven't, well, maybe they've moved away, or maybe they can't drive. Oh, but still, it was a lovely viewing and service.
But hardly anybody came.
Oh, honey, I wouldn't dwell on that. It was, a lovely viewing and service. Kind of strange she wanted everything here in this house.
She made all those plans years ago.
You mean the viewing of her body in the morning and the service the same afternoon? All in this house? But still, it was a lovely
Viewing and service. Thanks, Gina. I don't quite know how to tell you this, but I've had just a really strange feeling. Since they brought Aunt Margaret's body here from the mortuary, and I thought it would go away, but it just hasn't.
Oh, honey. Well, the burial will be tomorrow, and then it'll be all over. Oh, and then we can take a vacation to Belize or Jamaica. Oh, you can afford it now, right? Isn't that what that cute young attorney Michael told you?
I just have this really heavy feeling. Oh, I miss her. I made her tea yesterday, and I called out to ask her what she wanted for her snack, and I swear this morning I could hear her watching her soap operas.
Honey, let's sit down. Oh, you've had a very, very difficult day today. Oh, you must be feeling like you're on an emotional roller coaster, especially the way everything happened. I mean, dying the way she did. Oh. How about Belize? I hear the beaches there are beautiful.
She's never gonna know what happened on her favorite soap opera. She used to watch it when she thought I wasn't paying attention.
How about a cruise? I hear they have them for single people now.
She's never gonna know that the father of Susan's baby is Brad's half-brother, the defrocked priest.
A defrocked priest? Hey! Rome would make a great place for a vacation.
Vacation really isn't in the cards right now, Gina. Went to go visit Michael Barrett yesterday, and there's a lot more strings attached to this well than I thought.
Well, I want to hear everything, honey, but I didn't want to egg salad. I'm going to throw it out. In the back. In the way back.
No, I'll get it.
Pris, what was that? What just happened?
I'm not really sure, but it's been happening a lot the last couple of days. Gina, I wanted to thank you for helping helping me today, taking the day off of work?
Oh, I told my supervisor my grandmother died.
I thought your grandmother died years ago.
Yeah, it is a good thing I have a new supervisor. Remember? I used that excuse last July when I went to Cabo with that cute young accountant.
Yeah, I remember.
What was his name?
I can't remember.
Yeah, me either. But it doesn't really matter because they call it family emergency leave, and this way I don't have to use my paid time off.
So how many times has Grandma died?
Well, good old grandma's died 3 or 4 times now. Well, but this time I get today, the weekend, and Monday and Tuesday. I fly out with Eduardo tonight. We're going to Chicago. Not that I really care about Chicago, but he was to see a baseball game or football, hockey, something like that, but it doesn't really matter because he's a doctor. He's good looking. And Chicago has great shopping. Oh, look at me. Going on and on about myself when this should be your moment. What do you want to talk about?
Where to begin? Michael's been really nice. He's called a few times just to check on me, and I went to his office to work on some paperwork, and he was so helpful. But his dad is something else. He smelled as if he'd put his head in a vat of gin sometime earlier in the day, and he immediately started yelling about how he didn't mean to sit on that rat dog and kill it.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So you're telling me that cute Michael didn't tell Harold Barrett Jr. that the dog was already dead?
No, apparently not. Michael's not like his dad at all. He's solicitous.
A solicitous solicitor. That kind of sounds like a 1930s British film.
Well, he's nice, okay?
Okay, he's nice. And he's good looking. And he's a lawyer. Oh, Pris, come on, if you want to start something up with him, you've gotta spruce yourself up. You've gotta market yourself.
Ooh.
Oh, Pris, you are so pretty. But you've really let yourself go.
Thanks, Gina. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Well, what are friends for if we can't be honest?
I just can't believe she's left me everything. The whole estate, even, well,
Even. Oh, Clementine! Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Clementine is the least of my problems. I can't sell or rent the house, and if I leave for more than 24 hours, I have to take it with me. I'm going to be taking care of that dead dog for the rest of my life.
Ooh, look at the time.
Well, at least as long as I live here.
Ooh, look, Eduardo's texted me 5 times already.
And I've been given an allowance, and if I need to spend more than my allotted amount, I've got to get it approved by Barrett, attorneys at law. And if I break any of the rules, I'll lose everything.
Well, tell me, Pris, just how important is that stuffed animal? I mean, what should happen if someone came into the house and stole it? Or maybe you lost it, or say somebody accidentally threw it away?
Well, I'd be in really big trouble. We don't have a housekeeper, so I can't imagine anyone throwing her away.
Yeah.
And Clementine is really just such an ugly dog that I can't imagine anyone would steal her. Gina, have you seen Clementine? The last time I saw her, she was sitting on the pillow, you know, with the veil for the service.
Oh, well, I might have, thrown her away. What? While I was cleaning up. Oh, Pris, I would have never done anything to hurt you. Oh, I would have never done anything to put your inheritance in jeopardy. Oh, it's not my fault. You should have told me. You should have said something.
You're gonna have to go outside and find her.
Oh, no. Egg salad. Egg salad. Oh, and besides, Eduardo's paid 5 times and I haven't even packed yet. And oh, I gotta get a pretty pink dress to go with those pretty shoes that I just got in. Oh, I gotta go. Now, I'll let myself out while you go look for Clementine.
You have to stay and help me.
I would if I didn't have to go. Oh, and I just got my nails done. Oh, Chris, egg salad, egg salad. I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I can't believe this.
Oh my.
Clementine! How are we ever going to get you clean? Now here I am, talking to a dead stuffed dog, just like Margaret would do.
Ah! Oh my darling puppy, what have you done with my Clementine?
Margaret, you're supposed to be dead!
Oh, this is a shock to me too.
Maybe if I close my eyes, you'll disappear. I've been under a lot of stress, and maybe if I just close my eyes when I open them, Aunt Margaret will be gone.
Priscilla?
You're still here!
Well, why shouldn't I be? Of course I am. I hope you have a plan to clean up my Clementine.
You died 2 days ago. You died on that couch. Losing my mind.
Stop thinking about yourself. I have a real problem.
We had a lovely viewing and service for you today. People saw you in the casket.
I tried to get out of this room and couldn't. And you think you have problems?
Maybe you've been sent here to haunt me. I can't believe this.
I don't feel very well. Kind of washed out. Weak. Not quite together. Disconnected. Spaced out.
Spaced out?
Sloppy. Discombobulated. Not put together. Without a core. Oh! Listen, Priscilla. We have to pull ourselves together and think this through. Why can't I leave this room? I tried before. I was unsuccessful. Why can't I touch or feel? Why can't I take off this horrible necklace, this tight jacket, and this ugly dress? Ectoplasm. That's what I become, just ectoplasm.
You're a ghost.
And why did you put me in this ugly dress? If you knew I was going to be wearing it for an eternity, why didn't you put me in something with style or pizzazz?
You don't have anything with style or pizzazz. Everything I gave the mortician was out of your closet.
Well, may the man burn in hell.
Who could that be?
Well, aren't you going to open the door?
I don't dare open it unless we come in and see you. One more person has a heart attack in this living room this week. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Go open the door.
We're gonna have to hide you.
Now I look like a cliche.
You're right, that doesn't work. All right. Okay, so we know that you can't leave the room, and you're too big to fit under the couch. Behind the curtain, get behind the curtain.
I will not.
Do it now.
Oh, all right, but I'm sure you're the only one that can see me. That's the way this ghost thing works.
Shh. Oh, hi, Susie. I was just doing something.
Hi, Priscilla. Mom made this casserole for you. I figured it'd be too tired to cook tonight. It's tuna noodle. I put peas, cauliflower, broccoli, turnips. I'm experimenting in culinary arts. This is all so sad. Aunt Margaret dying you like that. He must seriously be missing her.
This casserole is very nice, Susie. Please thank your mother for me.
I said never do after her death. So my mom says it. Oh my. Oh no!
It's not what you think.
But how could she get to that condition? Seriously, she's a mess!
It's not what you think, I swear.
It's awful. It's sort of slimy.
Well, she is dead.
I know that. She's been dead for a couple of years, but I've never seen her like this. This shit all over her. Egg salad, lettuce, what's that brown stuff? Oh, it just smells gross. Totally gross.
Yeah, I told you she can't see me.
Shh. Oh, sorry I was listening to you sad, Priscilla. I just wanted to cheer you up. You'll feel grief for a while. That's what your stuff with the city Pagoa died. Won't feel grief after a loved one has died.
See, she can't see or hear me. I'm a ghost after all.
Aunt Margaret, be quiet.
I'm Susie, not Margaret. Are you okay, Priscilla?
As well as can be expected, I'm having a difficult time.
Oh, Sammy had a boa. His mom said he couldn't keep it after got it out and ate their chihuahua.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I know that is so gross. Seriously.
Certainly is.
Certainly is.
Well, he didn't keep it in a cage exactly. It's more like an aquarium.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
A really big aquarium, and that's not as bad as what happened to Emily.
A friend? A friend?
My pet turtle. I was cleaning her cage when I put her apartment my mom had out in the stove. I forgot about her until supper that night. When Dad did spaghetti, he got meatballs, and Emily onto his plate. Well, you can just imagine what happened then. Seriously, I cried for weeks and weeks. Definitely so sad when it happens to a loved one.
So sad.
So sad.
Stop it.
Okay, this sad story. I'm sorry.
What? I'm sorry, Susie. I've had a rough day, and stories about cooking pets are just so sad.
I'm gonna go. You seriously don't look well, Priscilla. Well, now I doesn't have Margie nothing well. She died. I'm just gonna come back tomorrow for the casserole dish.
Why did you do that? It's just mean.
I was bored. You try not being alive and not being able to leave a room for eternity. You try not being alive and not being able to feel or smell. Not even able to smell a tuna noodle, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, turnip, casserole.
Are you crying, Aunt Margaret?
No, it's just my allergies.
Aunt Margaret, you're crying.
Well, you see how it feels. It's horrible. Horrible. Did I do deserve this?
Oh, we'll figure it out together, Aunt Margaret. We'll get through this. I can feel you. Can you feel that? Can you feel the hug?
Oh, sort of. Oh, I haven't had a hug in a very long time. A very, very long time. Wait a minute. I can't feel the hug. Oh, maybe I just had to mature as a ghost. I wonder what else I can do. Ooh. I can do things. I can do things. Oh,
Wait, Aunt Margaret, wait. Why don't you see if you can leave the room? Pick out a new outfit. Don't take your clothes off in the living room, please.
all right. I'm just going to go and try and figure this thing out. Oh.
Even in the afterlife, I am cleaning up after Aunt Margaret. that be? Kallen-Keck's residence, Priscilla speaking. Oh, hi, Michael. Yeah, the services were very nice, and all the ghosts, guests have left. Dinner tonight? I'd really like to, but I just can't. It's a very good friend of Aunt Margaret's has come to stay. I don't know how long she's going to be here. Bring her with me. I don't think she's up for visiting. She says she feels like she is without a core, spaced out, discombobulated. Whee! No, I don't think a doctor is going to be able to help her. Yeah, rain check for sure. You want to come check on Clementine on Tuesday? All right, we'll be here. Looking forward to seeing you too. All right, bye. Well, he's looking forward to seeing me. But how are we ever going to get you clean before Tuesday? For her, slowly. Her breath quickens in response to his slow, lingering touch on her neck. His eyes search her for permission to love her. Unbuttoning her blouse, he reveals her pink and white secrets. What tripe! I can't believe Aunt Margaret's wasted so much time reading all these romance novels. I think Aunt Margaret is, Clementine. Trying on new outfits. She said she'd help me get you clean. We need to figure out how to get Aunt Margaret out of the house. She needs to go out and meet new people with similar interests. Well, she needs to get out because she's driving me crazy. I have no privacy, Clementine. Tony, what if I told you about just walking in? They could have caught me doing something embarrassing.
Right, I guess you told me that before.
And no smoking in the house.
It's not lit, just a tool to help me get into character. I got a part in that play. Oh, which do you think looks better? I mean, if I hold it like this, or if I hold it like this, or maybe I should put it behind my ear.
As long as it's not lit. Can I help you with something, Tony?
Just dropping by to see if you're okay, or if you needed anything. Got a button in the fridge? Have you seen Gina? Man, what happened to the dead dog? What's that all over it?
Her.
Or who?
Her, the dog's a girl, Clementine.
Gretchen. But she didn't look like that before. What's that green stuff?
Well, there's some egg salad and some lettuce and peanut butter. I can't tell you how much I paid to get the services catered, and they gave me peanut butter.
I like peanut butter.
Can I help you with something, Tony?
Just dropping by to see if you're okay, and all right. Look, Susie's mom came over and talked to my mom and says you've been acting a little off, talking to yourself. The word weird was mentioned a couple of times. So they sent me over here to check up on you, my mom and Susie's mom.
How did you get in here?
Came in through the front door.
I didn't see you come through the bedroom.
I have never been in your bedrooms, and you can't prove that I have.
Did you do something different with your hair?
That's just me. I told you I have too much testosterone. I think I should be going. You're not acting quite right. You thought about seeing a doctor? Not quite an old man.
That's great. Great, now it's gonna get all over the neighborhood that I'm weird. Just like living in a soap opera, but without the sex.
Well, that's not my fault. I mean, not the sex part.
You don't help any. Where have you been?
Been experimenting. Oh, boy, am I going to have fun with this ghost thing.
Well, you look great. Fitter somehow. What do you mean experimenting?
Oh, just this and that. Oh, I feel wonderful. No more glasses. Don't hurt like I used to. No more knee pain. No more back pain. Oh. I whizzed over to Mrs. Elwood's house just before. I always used to wonder what that Bobby Boy's electrical and plumbing repair van was parked out front all that time.
Yeah.
It seemed to be like almost once a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, while I was experimenting, going around and into and through the walls, I decided to check and see just what Mrs. Elwood's electric and plumbing problems were.
And Margaret, you were snooping, were you?
Of course not.
You were snooping.
Of course not. Not exactly snooping. You see, I heard these noises, and I thought someone was in distress. So,
You didn't.
I thought someone was in distress. And there, on the kitchen table, was Mrs. Elwood and Bobby Boy. There they were, right on the kitchen table. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
And Margaret, you have become a voyeur. That's illegal. You could get arrested.
They couldn't see me. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Margaret, you become a peeping Tom.
They couldn't see me or hear me. They didn't even know I was there. Ba-boom.
And Margaret, stop it! Stop it!
Oh, Priscilla, I didn't mean to make you cry. Oh, honey.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time, Aunt Margaret.
Oh, I haven't seen you laugh in a long time.
I haven't had much to laugh about.
Oh, and there's
Oh, Clementine.
Oh. Priscilla, I want to apologize about that will. I didn't expect to die. Well, at least not then. And I was going to take the restrictions off eventually. But I was so miffed at you.
What about all the mail all over my floor and all over my bed?
Well, you were mean to me, and I was just paying you back.
Paying me back. No, and Margaret, I don't want to fight with you anymore. Seeing you happy has made me so happy.
I don't want to argue either. Have you seen Michael lately? Oh, I know he's interested in you. Call him. Oh, he's such a good-looking boy. Oh, Clementine. Oh.
Are you trying to set me up, Aunt Margaret?
Oh, my dear. What has ever made you so cynical about love and romance?
It's overrated.
Oh, honey, I have something to tell you.
And Margaret, I don't want to talk about love or romance anymore. I've got about a half an hour to look halfway, to get Clementine looking halfway decent before Michael gets here.
I really have to tell you this.
I really have to clean up the dog.
I'm leaving
Where are you going?
to Iceland.
You could have thought of somewhere more believable than Iceland.
Reykjavik?
God bless you.
That's the name of the capital.
I know. I was making a joke.
Oh, weak one. But then again, Priscilla, you were never known to be witty. Well, Michael has always wanted to see the glaciers there and the geothermal pools. So he asked me to go with him.
Harold?
Yes, I told you about him. He's the attorney.
Yeah, the drunk that sat on Clementine.
Oh, of course not. That is his son, Harold Jr. I'm talking about Harold Sr. That was the man I was expecting here the day that I passed on. I thought that the Mr. Barrett that came here was my Harold, the one I knew from my youth.
Oh, naturally.
And he's been looking out for me all these years. Well, he hasn't been able to make contact with me until I died.
Seems like you tried really hard.
Oh, don't be so negative. You're always negative about romance and love.
All right, Aunt Margaret, so you're going to Iceland.
Yes.
The woman who can't stand temperatures under 70.
Well, we on this higher plane don't feel the effects of cold. Harold said you wouldn't understand. But he's coming here to meet you. He'll be here any moment.
So I get to meet Ghost Harold. Good one, Aunt Margaret. Is his son and grandson, now that the two of you are cavorting?
My grandson not only knows, but he approves. Good man. And my son's opinion, oh, that's another story. Darn.
Priscilla, I want you to meet Harold.
It is so nice to finally meet you, Priscilla. I'm sorry our first meeting will have to be so short, but we will make up for it later. Now, Margie, we've got to think about leaving pronto. I forgot about the time difference. The Icelandic Folk Festival starts in an hour.
Margie.
That's what he used to call me. Isn't he wonderful?
So what do you mean, Michael approves?
Well, Michael's known about me for years, and now he knows about your aunt. Met her yesterday. Oh, and now thanks to her, he knows a lot about you. Now, Margie, we've got to go.
Wait, I've got more questions. What about Harold Jr.? Does he see and talk to you the same way I see and talk to Aunt Margaret?
Ah, Junior, what a waste. He has his mother's genes, poor boy. But Michael, he is something else. He's going places. Give him a chance, Chris. We got a lot in common now, a lot to share.
I won't rule it out.
Now, we've really got to go, Princess.
Give me a moment. I want to speak with Priscilla. She's not been on her own for such a long time, and I just want to give her some guidance. Now, Priscilla, dear, I want you to remember this. There are two types of men. Men who love women, and men who only love to have sex with women. Don't deal with the second kind. They really don't like women at all. Oh my. And I suppose there are men who love men, and men who love
I think I got it, Aunt Margaret.
And then, secondly, don't wait as long as I have to find love. Open yourself up to the experience. And third, darn, I can't remember the third.
Oh, that's all right, Peaches. We've really got to fly, so to speak.
Well, the third one was profound, most profound, meaningful, insightful, and inspirational.
I'm sure that it was.
So how long are the two of you going to be in Iceland?
2 days. Well, one can only take so much of an Icelandic folk festival.
I'm sure that's true. Well, have fun.
Oh, and call Michael, dear. It'll be good for you.
That's good advice. Call my grandson. I'm sure he'd like to get to know you better. Now, Peaches, we've got to think about leaving now. We don't want to miss the opening ceremonies. Eider Olesen is going to chant Icelandic poetry.
Oh.
And then Jarl Johansson is going to play Icelandic nursery rhymes on the dulcimer.
I can see why you wouldn't want to be late for that. I'm really going to miss you, Aunt Margaret. It's going to be really quiet here without you.
Oh, goodbye, my dear, dear Priscilla. And don't miss me too much. but you'll have plenty of time to keep you company. Now, Harold, after Iceland, where would you like to go?
Anywhere you want, my love. Nice to meet you, Priscilla. Although, I have always wanted to see the penguins in Antarctica during mating season.
Oh, I would like that. And that's not voyeurism. They're birds. That's science.
Yeah. Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be, baby.
Bye. Clementines are gone. I guess it's just the two of us. Unless I call Michael. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. I don't know, it feels kind of stupid. Maybe it's worth a shot? Hello, Michael? It's me, Priscilla. I just found out that we have a lot of people in common. Yeah, I do too. Tonight? All right, give me 40 minutes. Make that an hour and a half. I'm looking forward to seeing you too.